All right, what's up? This is just a raw video of my training from today. So March 13th, 2024. It was a double day of training. So we're seeing only a few clips from the morning session right here. I just started with some snatch pulls with like a really exaggerated top position without doing the high pull. Here is me being mogged by my best friend who is a giant. I did a few sets at 110 and a few sets at 120, triples at 110, doubles at 120. They moved pretty good. Snatch pulls always feel a little heavy, so I'm definitely happy with the bar speed on these and my positions. Here we did 3 sets of 5 press in the split with 65 kilos, which was actually a 5-rep PR, so it was nice to do for 5 sets. These are definitely pretty tough. We'll see here on the last rep, I kind of lost my stability, but regardless, it was decent. And then I just finished the morning session with some intervals on the treadmill, just trying to stay fit. You don't really have to be athletic to be good at weightlifting, which is pretty funny. However, I'm trying to become a bit more athletic, and I feel definitely a lot healthier as a result. So here we're getting going with session number 2, just starting off with snatches, typical warm-up, just getting moving the bar around a little bit. Always start with 50 kilos for the snatch. They're a little bit exaggerated in terms of the pull and the foot stomp, just because trying to get into some better habits with my technique. We'll see later. I wasn't very consistent in my technique today. I had a lot, the pull was kind of disjointed, and that definitely does in part come from just being very fatigued right now. I'm in week 4 of a competition prep, of an 8-week competition prep. So I'm definitely pretty stiff. And some of these you'll see I don't catch very low, and my shoulders are a little bit sore. In general, just kind of the standard feelings of a weightlifter who trains consistently. If any of you do weightlifting regularly, you kind of know the typical aches and pains. That first rep on 80 was definitely a miss, but I made the necessary adjustments on the second one and made it. So I still decided to go ahead and go up to 90 kilos. So this set is the first set of the working sets. I just wanted to do 5 doubles anywhere at or above 90 kilos. Typically I do this on Monday, but I worked all day Monday, so I just decided to leave these until Wednesday. So we do the first 3 sets at 90, and that one was a little forward, not terrible though. This third set was pretty good, I think, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, solid. And after this one, I actually jumped all the way up to 100 because I was pretty confident. And we'll see that here in a second. Yeah, 100 kilos. If I remember correctly, this one was a little forward, but not bad. 100 kilo doubles for me is pretty good. My best snatch is 115. So working on, that was a little forward. Working on getting up to, I would like to get to the 110 for a double, to really give me confidence going for 120. So here we have 105. I knew I should probably not go to 105, but I went for it anyway, and we'll see. I do have a miss on the second rep. So rather than dwell there and attempt it again, I just dropped it back to 100 and made a good final set of snatches. But as I was saying earlier, I don't typically snatch and clean and jerk in the same session anymore. I just find that splitting them allows me to really focus on the technique of both, because usually by the time I get 2 clean and jerks on a day when I do both, I'm a little bit tired and I can be a little bit lazy with the warm-ups. which we will see here. I literally filmed every set. So yeah, I'm at 115 in 4 sets. I did one at 70, one at 90, one at 105, and one at 115. So ideally I would have done a few sets at 70, maybe 2 sets at 90, a set at 100, a set at 110. That's how I usually do it. But given that I snatched first, I was a bit tired and kind of ready just to get going, which it worked out. My jerks were pretty solid, which is what I've been focusing on lately, which is why I'm doing the 1+2s. But the cleans felt very just off from my usual self. I think that just comes down to being sore again. It's hard to clean well when you don't feel athletic. But I think part of that also boils down to just being a second session of the day, which is something I'm not used to. But regardless, these are pretty decent. I'm definitely happy overall. Set at 120 here. A little bit off balance in these re-racks, which re-racks are just difficult for me anyway. So we'll see a pretty good set at 125. This is the second to last set here. I think the clean on this one was actually one of the better ones in my opinion. Pretty good. My front rack was tight. My thoracic spine has been super tight since last Friday because I did a 150 kilo front squat for 7 reps. And I'm still sore from that. But yeah, that second jerk on 125 was solid. Here we have the top set of the day, 132, 1+2, and this was a tough set. The second jerk I actually take for a very long stroll. If I was in competition, it would have been in the sitter judge's lap. But thankfully there was nobody in front of me, and I was able to safely drop it off camera. And I will return with a thumbs up, as you will see in just a second. But I did make the rep, so 2 kilos more than last week. And then we just finished up with some regular conventional deadlifts up to a heavy single because I really didn't have the energy to do any volume, and I did a ton of volume last week, so I'm not too bothered. Just one set of 225, one set of 315, and one set of 405 before the 2 top singles. Yeah, this is why I don't typically do double days. You can get a little bit complacent in the build-ups on the later movements just because you're tired. So maybe I will film a regular day of training where you'll see a more even split. But yeah, that was my training for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.